Yo, what's up, YouTube? What is going on? What is up? What is up, day? What is up? It's Wednesday. It's 4:35. I think that the clock on my stove, which is what I was going off of, it is a couple minutes slow because I came over here and all of a sudden it was like 4:33, and I was like, oh no, my clock is slow. So gonna remedy that. So I'm on exactly at 4:30 for you guys on Wednesday. What's up? What is up, everybody? Today, fully sponsored. They're sending me cases of this stuff and paying me a ton of money by Rockstar Fruit Punch. Still addicted to this flavor. What's going on, guys? All right. So, went to the gym yesterday. It began. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram. We started yesterday. I recorded a bunch, right? So I recorded, like I said, I'm going to do the vlog. I'll show you guys like a, wait, where is it? Okay. Yeah, like, proof. I was at the gym yesterday. I did some pulley work a little bit. Oh, it's really bright. I don't know why it's so bright. And then I did some dips. So weight assisted dips. But yeah, we're getting back in it. So I just want to prove to you guys I actually went. We're back into it. So I'm going to record every night or every gym session this week, and then at the end of the week I will compile it into a vlog, and or like a weekly vlog, and so we'll keep that going for a while. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Excited. We're gonna do this. We're gonna reach new heights. We're gonna get absolutely jacked and huge, and yeah. In my mind, right now, what I'm getting back to is I beat Tom Nelson, I beat Tim Bresnan, pause, and that's where I'm at right now. I know that's not reality. I know a lot of things happened after that. But to me, right now, I'm getting back to the mindset of pause, ride the wave from moving up, killed, beat Tim Bresnan, and moving up. Like, that's where I'm at in my head. And we get back to that mindset where I was just hungry and pushing. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do together. You guys are gonna come with me. That's it. Taking all y'all with me. We're gonna blow up. 13 people in here, 3 likes. If you guys click the like button on your way in, I would appreciate it so much. What is going on to Chimp Flipper, Joe Nelson, Ben Carrigan, and M. Lidner? Was that Mike? The Mike Lidner? What's going on, my friend? Chip says, yo. Joe says, hell yeah, I finally got a notification you're online. Ben, what's up, big dog? Sending love from Richmond, VA. What is going on? Sending love back from Southern California. Chimp getting jacked. That's right. Saw your IG. Glad to see you back in it. Where you lead off all yesterday. All right. Yeah, what's funny is that Chimp Flipper here in the chat, when I was doing all the prep work for like Tom Nelson and for Tim Bresnan, I was in Discord a lot. I don't know if you guys have Discord, but I was in my Discord server a lot, and like every night we'd just sit there and talk about arm wrestling and where we're training. But it was a bunch of arm wrestlers in there as well. Most of the guys are from Texas. But we'd all just sit there and talk about what we trained that day and this and that, and go over video and argue about who's better, Levan or Devin, and all that type of stuff, just all day. And but it kept me kind of in the zone in terms of arm wrestling mindset, and we were all just training a lot, so that helped a lot. Just in terms of like all my free time, whatever I had was in Discord talking to guys about arm wrestling, and so it kind of kept me on that mindset. So I've been in Discord a lot. I've been in Devin's Devin's Farms server. I usually hang out in there with Devin's Farm, David Tomes, Schmo, Evil Roy, all those guys, Benji Mac. I usually hang out in there and we talk about arm wrestling. So it's kind of good to spend just keep filling up my free time with arm wrestling. And then obviously I still have my team, which is represented in here with Mike Lindner and Derek Trung. What's going on, Derek? What up? There he is. That's Big Derek in the chat, as they call him at practice. Big Derek. They just call me Dad, but that's Big Derek. Brandon says, D, what up? You think Jerry's flop press will be enough? I know he has a chance. Wondering what's your thoughts. So Jerry Levan, that matchup, he has a chance. Yeah, of course he has a chance. I think we talked about this last time. It's how much of a chance? I think you have to say Levan will still be the favorite, but definitely Jerry has a chance. He does pose a weird problem, an odd problem for people to get used to, a weird pressure in terms of crowding the pad, pushing you off the back of the pad, and like kind of taking away options. So Jerry's a super strong dude, posing a really odd challenge to people in terms of technical ability. Now, that being said, people have seen, ways to deal with Jerry and be successful, like the way Hermes handled it and things like that, or the way Travis in the past beat him, or the way Devin beat him, things like that. So people have seen, paths to victory with Jerry. But I think it's easier said than done. Obviously, everybody that nowadays that faced Jerry has seen how he's lost, but they're not always able to recreate it. I mean, Alex Credential wasn't able to recreate it, obviously. And Alex, I think, is super strong. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. But right now, without doing any homework on where their current status is and what level they're at, I'd favor Levan. Just right now, that's 70-30. But it doesn't mean that can't change. I am interested to see what kind of problems Jerry could throw at Levan. Who's calling you Dad? Says Derek. Magnifico time. What's up, Morkish? Hope Jerry can stay healthy, says Joe. I agree. Hey, David Tomes, the wizard himself, with the 1111 super chat. Tomes, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. I'll put you on the board, and you can hang out next to Mr. Engen Fernsey. Yeah, that's what it was, right? Engen Fernsey. Tomes gets the wizard hat with little stars on it. Tomes with the 11-11. Tomes with the 11-11. I think I'm getting better at this stuff, guys, with the art. I don't know what you guys think. Thank you, Tomes. Thank you for the super chat and for the food fund. I appreciate you. I appreciate the love and the support, as always. You guys, I talk to Tomes a lot, actually. We're in Discord all the time, chopping it up. So Tomes is always super encouraging and inspiring, and he's always teaching us new things, enlightening us. Wing Zero says, hello, coolest arm wrestler. Me? Shoot. I mean, there's some pretty cool arm wrestlers. Who do I think is really cool? Depends, I guess, on what we're trying to say is cool. Like, wow, that guy is cool. Like, man, I want to be like that guy. Like, cool like that? Or cool like I get along with them? Like, they're cool. Which kind of cool are we talking about? Like, are we talking about, like, the Fonz? Like, that guy is cool. Or just, that guy's really cool. Okay, I like that guy. Which kind of cool are we talking about? Robert Crane says, how you feeling, young man? Young man? Woo! Loving that. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling kind of tired from the gym, although I slept a bunch. Just my body feels a little beat up from last night, but I'm still going right when we get off here. I am feeling more positive than I have been in the last few weeks. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Sorry, trying to give you an authentic answer. How are you feeling? Brandon says, do you think arm wrestling has a chance to make it to the Olympics one day? I think it would be great for the sport. I would love to see in the Olympics. We do have a big steroid problem, and that's rough to deal with for the Olympics. But then again, like they had powerlifting in the Olympics, right? And they had a big steroid problem. So I don't know, but the yeah, I don't know. It would be awesome if it was, but I know we have an image issue and things to clear up. Plus, now we're not even like united. I'm sure that's something else. Like when they look at our sport, we're not all united under one banner and one main organizations as well. So that makes us look more chopped up and divided. Like we can't get our crap together because they more identify WAF as the leading organization. It was for a long time. And I guess you could still say it is the leading organization. I'm just saying, but there are other ones like IFA and little split off things and what else that calls itself world championships and things like that. And so it kind of makes it seem a little more divided and chopped up, which I think looks bad to the Olympics, right? That we can't get our crap together. So I think there's a few things holding us back. But man, I would love to see it there. I'd love for it to happen at some point when I'm still strong enough to compete. I'm not too old. So yeah, I think I hope so. Robert Crane says Hermes is pretty cool. Hermes is cool. Fawns. Oh, okay, so Fawns type of cool. Oh, okay. Phil and Drill, I see your question. Let me finish my thought on this cool thing. So Wing Zero says Fawns type of cool. So like, wow, that guy's cool. Like, man, that guy's just awesome. I want to be like that guy. Okay, who's the coolest guy in this sport where I'm like, that guy's cool? Cool. I think Ivan Matyushenko is pretty cool. Quiet, humble, crushes it, knows how to train optimally. He's pretty cool. Who else is cool? You know what? I'm just going to give one answer. I'm just going to say Ivan Matyushenko. That's my vote for cool. Cool. Yeah. There you go. That's my vote for coolest. Phil and Joel says, hey, Derek, compare to when you started arm wrestling, like how does it feel to be that strong compared to a regular dude? I don't know. I mean, before I was an arm wrestler, I would never really arm wrestle with people that often. I'd probably arm wrestle like 5 times in my life. And I don't think I ever lost. I don't remember ever losing. Maybe, I don't know if someone watching this from my elementary school remembers beating me in arm wrestling, but I don't remember losing. And so one thing I do like, though, about having arm wrestling strength is that you can use it anywhere. Like if you're really strong at bench press, like you can't just show people when you're at a bar or something like that, or you're just talking to someone. You can't really show them how strong you are. But arm wrestling strength, you can kind of just show anybody anytime, right? And so it's a portable strength that you can kind of just, and we don't need to be that warmed up or ready to display to a regular person how strong we are. And it's such a trip. I remember my first practice when I arm wrestled a guy named Don McClary. Don's awesome Southern California legend. And there's videos. There's videos of my first practice. And you see me arm wrestling with Don. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like visually, he's sitting there and his hand is this far away from his body. And there's just all this path. And I didn't understand, like, how is it not moving? Like, how are you applying? It's almost like there's something on the side of his hand keeping his hand from going backwards. And I'm like, everything I can, like, it doesn't make sense how it won't move an inch. You know what I mean? Like, and I was a bigger guy than him, and I just didn't get it. And so I know when you don't really understand it, the power from someone that knows how to arm wrestle can be like super intimidating or like just mind blowing. So I kind of like that. And it's funny how like regular non-arm wrestling people don't really grasp that. Like they think, oh, we'll be able to give you a little bit of a run, or hey, because this guy's buff, like Derek, he might make you work some or something like that. They'll tell me at work, and I'll be like, no, just no. Or people walk up and they'll be like, can I arm wrestle? I heard you're an arm wrestler, and I'll be like, just that post or that wall right there, go put your arm against that wall and try to move it. And that will be the same as us arm wrestling. Not to sound cocky, but to a regular person, it's true. Like, it's just not going to move if I don't want it to move. Like, so that, it's, I guess it's a cool flex. It's a cool flex. I would rather have arm wrestling strength to show off to people in regular situations than any other kind of strength, I think. Being really fast would be fun to race people, but then you got to go outside. I don't know. I think arm wrestling is more intimate. Just look them in the eye, and they can feel how much stronger you are than them. I think it's a little cooler than a foot race, which is badass. But I don't know. You're not, you split up. You're not locked in with them. I don't know. Anyway, what do you guys think? What kind of strength would you guys like to have? Peak performance. Sup, big dog. Sup, Tony Thompson. My man, Derek. Hope all is well in SoCal. Yes, all is fantastic, man. Life is great. Everything is moving forward. There's never been a bad day ever. No, we're doing good, man. We're all right. Hope you're doing well too, my friend. Thomas Miles says, John is cool. Cool Uncle John, 100%. Atlantis IRL says there would be ways to figure it out, like you said, same as all the other juicers. Yep. Brandon Sewell says, love you, Derek. What's going on, Brandon? Thanks for stopping in. I love seeing my teammates coming in here. What's going on, Brandon? That is my guy right there. Brandon Sewell is the prodigy, as he names himself, but I agree. Brandon has a bright future ahead of him, and I'm happy to be able to help you take some of those steps, man. Lagia. Yvonne has definitely killed a person before. He has a calculated hitman vibe. I could see that. Yeah, to me, he might be the coolest. I do think brain fart, one of Derek's epic brain farts. Kratsimir. I think Kratzy is cool. I think he's really cool too. He kind of popped in my head, but I only wanted to give one answer, so I'm sticking with Ivan Machuchenko. Coolest guy in arm wrestling. DF, there's Devin's Forum. We have a moderator in the house. Yo, DF, anybody that pops in here that has a YouTube channel, please feel free to post the link in the chat. Also, if you could post a link to the AW Switch, I would appreciate that. You guys use discount code AW Derek. Save yourself a little bit of money on hat, shirts, and stickers. Buy the stuff. Michael, hola, folks, just rolling in. Derek, hi. What's going on, Michael? Thanks for coming in. Brandon says, Derek, sorry for all the questions, but I never really get to talk to arm wrestling with anyone. Who do you feel has the best all-time top roll? Brandon says, I think it's Tarasi Bakin. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a lot of top rollers, but if you ask Engin Terzi, I believe he says that it's Svetlana Kashevsky. I believe I remember him saying that he gives him the title as best top roller. So I'll go with Engin. It's just hard to tell. There's so many great top rollers. Obviously, Hermes is fantastic. Vitali is fantastic. Pretty hardcore top rollers there. Taras was always great. I think Travis would still be considered a top roll, even though it's kind of side pressure based. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like Sveton is now it's evolved to like a King's move now. He's so outsidey. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Engin. Engin knows more than me. I give all homage to Engin, knowing way more about arm wrestling than I do. And so if he said Sveton, I will say Sveton. Loggy says, who do you think would win in a super match? Gashevsky versus Cherkasov. Cherkasov is, I believe, a good amount younger than Gashevsky. And Cherkasov looked really good recently. Gashevsky does have a King's move. I'm going to give it to Cherkasov right now, who's amazing inside puller. Bito, what up? Do you have any upcoming matches? Better not be just laying on the couch. You're late to the party, man. I started training yesterday. So, been going through a lot. I don't want to get back into all that, but I've been going through a lot and haven't been training. I'm now back. And I'm going to be doing a weekly vlog showing all, my training for the week. And so I was back in the gym yesterday. I will be going to the gym right when we get off here and getting back into the swing of things. So the only thing I have talked about is a match in February in the Philippines. And yeah, nothing's. But I still don't think they've announced anything. But that's February, so I got some time. So I'm taking my time, getting back into it. Taking my time, get back into it. But yeah, the Philippines in February. The Majestic Voice is random question. What's your thoughts on Andre I can't ever say his last name. Smaev. He looks. I haven't been watching too many videos of him. I think he's released lifting videos and arm wrestling videos. I haven't watched those recently. I hope he gets into it. He looks jacked as all hell and crazy strong. Doesn't always mean necessarily he'll be a great arm wrestler. It does take time to understand how to apply the forces and how to build up the necessary arm wrestling muscles, specific ones. But I mean, if he does and he's committed, I think he has a crazy future. You know, he could be the future of. I believe he's Russian arm wrestling. Yeah, it's definitely somebody to watch and see their progress. Wing Zero says they used to be among the fastest runners I knew in kid and teens years. I wasn't ever the fastest, just among the fastest, faster than your average, but not a star. Yeah, good. DF sharing the AW Switch link, get you some merch. James Clark says, I don't know, I think Ermi's the best. Michael says Giannis. I agree, Giannis, but Giannis can kind of do everything too. He's pretty well rounded. Todd Claus says, Derek Smith, what's up, my friend? Another teammate of mine. All the teammates are coming in here. What's going on? Hey, Todd, how you doing? Eber says, Giannis has such an elegant top roll, so clean. It is. Joe Nelson Mandalga Starsider says, great top roll too. Took down Daniel Prokopchuk with it. Yes, he did. Veronica Knight, there she is. Saying, hey, yo, fam, let's get a like spike, y'all. What are we at? We're at 24 likes, 51 people in here. You guys, if you're in here and you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. Thank you. We got White Wolf member for 34 months. The Wrecking Machine, he says. Thank you for being a member for 34 months. White Wolf, I appreciate your support always, man. Sucks I didn't get to see you in Bakersfield, but I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the support, man. Thank you for always being there. Proving Astrology with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting. He says, imagine arm wrestling is in the 2028 Olympics. Athletes have be off gear to compete. Who do you have as gold, silver, and bronze in the highest weight? Okay. No steroids allowed. Who are going to be the top guys in super heavyweights? In 2028. Okay. So I think guys who have a genetic advantage, like they're born to be said size. Although, like a lot of this stuff, first off, I'm gonna say this before we get into this. I don't know who's on steroids. I'm not saying this is coming from a place of me knowing anything about them. This is all pure speculation. So for the sake of argument, we're gonna assume just for the sake of this argument that everybody's on steroids in the top level. Okay, just for the sake of it, we're just gonna assume. And I don't know this. It could all be natural. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say I assume that they are, just for the argument. Okay. That being said, obviously, I think guys that have a natural proportion advantage would do really well. I think Vitali, Alex Krdecha. I don't think Morzad would be able to stay in the super heavyweights. I think he's too lean. I think guys like Georgi Svetkov would do well. It might honestly be that list right there. It might be, in my opinion, Vitali, Alex Krdecha, Georgi Svetkov. I think that, for argument's sake, if Hermes was on gear, I think he would have a smaller frame and he would go way down weight classes. I would think Levan would lose a lot of his size, his mass. Is all hypothetical, Yeah. So I like Vitali, Alex Krdecha, and Georgi Svetkov off the top of my head. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Atlanta says, I used to be a hell fast runner too. Not sure why autocorrect capitalized hella. Left auto wrong. Wing Zero, fast people I knew were Josh Han, my older brother. Unsure how. Okay. Wing Zero's going off on his tangents. He does. Emma Smith in the chat, also sitting on my bed, but also in the chat. School Lady Boy says it'd be cool to see a Mega Mike versus Tim Breslin match. That would be cool. USS Liberty, never forget. Derek Smith 2.0 coming soon. Yeah. Devin D. There's Devin Dodd in the house. Says, yo, another teammate. Teammates keep popping in. James Clark says, Armies are Arson. Arson Lily. Oh, man, Arson was a monster top roller. I get it. Veronica Knight, get it, Cap. Hey. Legend of Nelda says, are you still competing or are you more of a coach now? Whoa! Fair question. At some point, the answer to that will be, I am a coach, man. But as of right now, I'm still planning on competing. I still want to get some more work out of this here body and these arms, so I'm not full coach yet. Although that is the goal. At some point in my life, to be full on coaching and helping all these guys learn how to arm wrestle and move forward. The return of Giga Derek, says Devin D. I don't think Tim can beat Mike. Tim, yeah, I mean, Mike's a monster and Tim is super experienced, so it could be an interesting match. Oh wow, I'm way behind. Oh, I'm gonna have to go fast. How many people are here? 40, 39 people. David Tomes, don't reveal all your training circuits. All of your future opponents will study it in the attempt to gain an advantage. Thanks, Tomes. Where are we at? Have you kept in touch with the crew training with Brian? Yes, I have. I'm still in their group chats for the practices. White Wolf says, Arm God's Army in the house. What's going on? Let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of lost here. I want to catch up. Any news from Brian Shaw? Is he planning any matches this year? I've not heard anything about him planning any matches. As far as I know, he's still just training and trying to get his feet wet and understand arm wrestling. Procrastinator said, what is the inside scoop on Brian Shaw? He keeping up with some kind of training practice schedule, or is he a bit preoccupied at the moment with Shaw Classic stuff? He was a bit preoccupied with the Shaw Classic stuff, but as far as I know, he is continuing to train. They have a practice group. They've done a few practices now, but trying to get more of the consistent swing of things. But yeah, I told Brian, now Brian understands that he has to have significant amount of table time. That's going to be something very important for his development. And so he has all the guys at his becking call. Also, he has access to me and anybody else in the world he really wants to talk to. So, yeah, I think he's still going full force. Let's see. Devin Dodd, I'm kind of fast too. Lage says, if you're talking about pure specialized top roll, Vitali's up there. The guy is basically a walking top roll. Driving, what up, team? Oh, what up, man? Atlantis. Vitali says, eyes on the road, says DF. Your hands on the wheel. Devin Dodd, I think Jerry has a chance against Levan. We just talked about that. I do think Jerry has a chance. Right now, I put it at 70-30 Levan. But there's still a 30% chance for Jerry in my mind. Shaq. Garrett Thomas says, I know arm wrestling is pretty bad. Is there somewhere you suggest for arm wrestling advice / community online? I mean, there's where you wouldn't have to sift through anything. I don't think there's anywhere you can go besides like a YouTube channel. And even then where you can just get super consistent. Like if you post something on Reddit, he's talking about Reddit, guys, that there's a ton of people on Reddit. We have like 28,000 members on there right now, but there's a lot of trolls. There's a lot of people answering questions that have no background and have no area to answer their question. They shouldn't be throwing out answers. They're putting harmful answers out there. It's hard to know who's who. I don't know of a way. I was thinking about doing something on Reddit where people get, and I can talk to my moderators. They're way better at this stuff than me, about getting roles next to your name, but it kind of says how long you've been arm wrestling or maybe your levels, like what you've achieved in the sport. So like 5-year pro, 5-year amateur, or, something, I don't know, finding a way to do that. But then we'd have to verify the people. We'd have to verify, I want to see a video from 2000, whatever, of you arm wrestling. And this, I don't know. I'd have to think of a way to do all that. But either way, what I'm saying is then when someone responds to a training question and they have that next to their name, that there's pretty solid training advice, which would be nice. But other than that, there's nowhere that's going to be squeaky clean, really. Some Facebook groups, have training questions, things like that. But it's going to be a problem wherever you go, man. Somewhat. Derek, you need a comfort plant, son of Chave. What are you talking about? Egg and Fernsies right here. Dave Anderson in the house. What's going on? Ajay Drez, who will be your next fight be against? Who will your next fight be against? How did we do this last time? If everything goes according to plan, then I will be going against. A while ago, an arm wrestler named Mike Ford, he posted that he was arm wrestling me in the Philippines. I would never disclose that if that place asked me not to disclose it. But Mike Ford posted that I was going to arm wrestle him in the Philippines in February. Mike Ford said that. I mean, I would never. I mean, promoters, if they told me don't announce it, and I would never announce it. I would never announce what Mike Ford already said. I don't know why Mike Ford said that. I didn't. I wouldn't. I'm sworn to secrecy. Let's see, where were we? Todd Colazo, what's up, Devin? I'm going to say a hard no. I wish, but I don't think so. Ajay says, do you plan to make more videos training with Brian Shaw? I saw on Brian's channel that he uploaded new videos prepping with everything for his debut. Brian knows where to find me. And yes, I mean, of course, I'd like to go out there and train more with Brian and keep working with him. And he knows the deal. Hit me up, let me know. Pick a day I don't work, buy me a plane ticket, and I'm there. Yeah, but it costs $800 or so, probably after a plane ticket and a hotel to have me out there. And so, I mean, that's a lot of money. And I don't have the money to be paying for that, so he'd have to pay for it. And I don't know how much money Brian makes, but, I understand why he might not want to fly me out there all the time. I can't afford to be going out there and getting hotels and stuff like that. So it's kind of up to him. But I am definitely all in to help Brian at all times. That's my boy. But yeah, I mean, money is a thing. So we'll see. Armchair expert says McGillicuddy. I agree. Deep says LOL. DF says Discord is the only place I know to give people in a group certain title, color, badge to show something like that. Derek. Majestic Voice says, who would you want to see Auden Larrett go against in his next match and why? I'd want to see Auden go against. I want to see him pull against somebody that, as an arm wrestler, it's not clear that he has a distinct advantage over. I guess you'd say. Like, I want him to pull somebody that is around his weight, around his size, so they're in the same weight, similar size, and like similar time in the sport. Like, so someone at his level, not someone who's bigger than, not someone who's been in the sport a lot longer than, all those things. Auden's great. Auden's fantastic. I would like for him to display his awesome greatness. And I really mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I really think Auden is great. I would like for him to display that, though, against somebody at his own level and experience and size and weight and all the things. So yeah. I mean, there could be a long list of names that fall right there into that list. But I think Auden is fantastic. I think they're still picking big name matches to try to keep blowing up his name, which makes sense. Just as an arm wrestler, I already know who Auden is. I've known who Auden is. And so, yeah, I'd like to see him face somebody another personally. I understand why it makes sense for him to not do that, right, in terms of making a bigger name and getting more options. Just personally, I would like to see him pull, even if it's someone that doesn't have a social media following, that's not famous, but is a solid win. That'd be interesting. Like, how old is Schoolboy? Is Schoolboy the same age? No, Schoolboy's older now, huh? No, but I think Schoolboy might be too much. But Schoolboy's big because Schoolboy's like 6'5", right? That's a big name, but I think Schoolboy's too big. Oh, Schoolboy's 5 years older, but isn't Auden 1920? Okay, my bad, school bus. My bad, guys. Chill. I'm just trying to think out loud. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be anybody famous, though. I'd have to really sit and think and dig around for somebody that's like around his age and experience level and size. Yeah, I don't know. That's how I'd like to see him pull. I've been in the sport for 19 years. I know, huh? Wow, where? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Robert Crane, you're going to the Philippines? Allegedly. What was it? DF, what's the word? Couth? Me and Devin Swarm are trying to bring the word couth and uncouth back and make it popular, guys, as the new word. I hear my daughter say words like cap, or sigma or skibbity. And so me and DF wanted the word couth and uncouth to make a solid return. If you guys could start using that, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put that out there. Proving Astrology, what's going on? GB19, can Brian Shaw attend King of Table USA event? Of course. Yeah. Garrett Thomas says, I started lifting in May, but haven't got any table time yet due to lack of local pullers. Should I make a table even if I don't have someone to pull so I can lift from it and get used to the feeling? Sure. Something's better than nothing. That would be nowhere near optimal just to have a table and just stare at it and get people that don't know what they're doing on there. But it's better than nothing. I'll give you that much for sure. For sure, better than nothing. Deep says, he should pull the dude that beat Coach Ray. Oh, that's a grown-ass man. That dude was crazy. Can a broth get a YouTube share? Got arm wrestling content on my page. Oh, Jason Yost. Okay, there you go. DF already shared it. There you go. Schoolboy is like 5 years older than my bad, guys. I don't know their name or their ages. Sorry. BLM versus Auden. I think BLM's a lot older than Auden too, right? Everybody's saying Schoolboy's too much. Let's see. Jeffrey Toll says, good evening, Derek. Hello from Montana. Hello, Jeffrey. Well met, brother. DF. Couth is the word and uncouth. Totally couth says procrastinated. Thank you. Thank you. Schoolboy needs a name change. He aged out of his name. I agree. Ajay says, Ryan Bowen was trying to contact Brian Shaw to train with him, but he was unable to do so. Ryan Bowen tried to contact Brian. Ryan Bowen put out a video about Brian. I messaged Ryan, and I told him I would tell Brian about Ryan. And I did tell Brian about Ryan, and Brian knew who Ryan was already. I was like, redheaded Australian. He goes, yeah, okay, I know who that is. So I did pass on the message. I passed on the message exactly. Even the video, even when Ryan broke it down and said like how he would train Brian if he had a chance, I even told Brian that philosophy. So you know. So it's the ball's in Brian's court. I also want to bring the word tight back. It was pretty couth. It was very couth. I agree. David Tomes, no, Derek. Please, no couth Renaissance. DF gets it. Tomes, you started this. You started this couth uprising with me and DF. It's all your fault. Yeah. What time is it? 5:14. So I've been going about 45 minutes ish. Any questions in here, guys? Any questions? Okay. Let's do a poll. I love doing polls. I haven't done one in a while. I want to ask you guys. Okay, so I think the question is not will Jerry win? Does Jerry have a chance? Start the poll. Let it run. Let's see what the public says. Now a chance. I said I think 30% chance, personally. Not the favorite. But a chance. Or do you guys think there's just no way in hell that he beats him? I guarantee there's some people that think that way. I wonder. Okay. All right. It's moving. We got what, 9 votes. We can get more votes in here, guys. We got 51 people in here, you guys. You can vote on the poll. It's not going to kill you. Does Jerry have a chance to beat Levan? Oh, pretty even. Okay. We're getting there. 50-50 right now. Okay. Torn. I mean, Levan is amazing. He has displayed insane power, and there's not a lot of reasons to doubt that power. I understand that. Dave Anderson says that might require a better example of Kuth. McGillicuddy says, hi, Grizzly. Wait, Grizzly? Did I miss him in here? Are you calling me Grizzly, or is Casey in here? I don't know who's Grizz. Oh, Grizzy. I thought I said Grizzly. I don't know why. Oh, Grizzy. You're talking about Tom's cat. Hey, Grizzy. What do you see in the did you see the interview with Big Laws? I did not see the interview. What did he say? Have you told Brian about exploding hand technique yet? Damn it. DF was on me about that. Devon's Forum was on me about that, and I forgot. I didn't show Brian. Ajay says Vitaly has a better chance than Jerry, in my opinion. Even Hermes has a better chance. Jeffrey told he was on Aussie arm wrestling. Gotcha. Did he say anything about what he talk about Brian? You say you want to arm wrestle me. Who did he say you wanted to arm wrestle? Well, he was on Austin arm wrestling. Hitting the gym after this, is Veronica. Yes, I will be going to the gym after this, guys. I showed at the beginning of the stream. I showed videos on my phone. I lifted last night. I'm going to go lift today. Last night it was pushing. It was chest. So I'm doing like way higher volume. So I'm doing like 4 to 5 different sets with higher reps, lower weight. Just right now I'm getting back in the swing of things. So tonight will be biceps, everything palm up. My gym got a new plate-loaded bicep curl machine, which I'm excited about. They never had one before. So I'm excited to use that. And, yeah. And I'm incorporating the table because I have a table and pulley at my gym as well. So I'm going to start incorporating that as well into the programming a bit more. So, yeah, excited. Jerry not fully pin Alex. Like touch the pad, I guess Levan will stop Jerry's press, says Jimmy 19. Tom's cat. Yeah, I got you. Jeffrey Toll says he's another strong man. I know who Big Laws is. But he's also an arm wrestler, and he's very excited about arm wrestling again. I really hate autocorrect with that comment. No, yeah, I know who Big Laws is. I know he's been arm wrestling. I'm just wondering what he said in the interview. Wings there. Who wins an arm wrestling match? Invisible, aka Omni-Man's son versus Homelander. I think they are close in fighting power. Unsure with arm wrestling. Omni-Man kills Homelander and everything. It's invincible though, right? Not invisible. But we'll say Homelander wins because he'll play dirty. Harry M. No Top Roll says, what is your thoughts on 80 kg WAF champion this year? Who's the 80 kg WAF champion? Who was it? I don't know who it was. Vitaly did not get a match because of travel ban. Ooh. Proving Astrology says, Law said he felt he could beat Brian, but still that Brian would need to pull someone more famous than he is. Oh. Wake Up says, should be worried about Brian Shaw not arm wrestling. Haven't seen him in arm wrestling in a bit now. It's going to be a while. Before he takes a match, guys, it'll be a while. So don't think it's going to happen in the next month or two. I definitely not by the beginning of next year. I would be shocked if Brian took an arm wrestling match before next year. So it'll be a little bit. It'll be a little bit of time. Yes, he's taking it serious as I think. He wants to do it correctly. He wants to have a good match against someone around his level, So yeah, it'll be a little bit. Wing Zero says yes, true. Proving Astrology says Law says he isn't looking for matches that he isn't ready for, and national champs are still out of reach for him. Garrett Tom says, is he going to have someone have a super match at the Shaw Classic next year? Yeah, we plan to have arm wrestling at the Shaw Classic next year. They had a new production company this year, and they ran a tighter ship in terms of no time. They didn't leave a lot of time for arm wrestling. They were like, okay, this event ends, and then you have 2 minutes to set up for this event, and they didn't plan arm wrestling in there, and so there just wasn't time for it, which is why we didn't end up doing it. But from what I was told, they would love to have it next year. They're excited about having it next year. So we'll see. We will see. Let's see. Jeffrey told, hey Derek, who has a better training gym, Michael, Todd, or Devin, Larry? What? The commas are throwing me way off on this. Training, comma, Jim, comma, Michael, comma, Todd, comma, or Devin, Larry. What is going on? I don't even know. Who has a better gym? Larry has the best gym. He has his own gym, his own giant gym. That whole question is just messing me up, man. It's giving me a headache. Is he going to show his practice matches at least? Probably not. I mean, no, he doesn't want his opponents to study it or find weaknesses and things like that. Then he'd want to kind of display it. If he did, it would show. He would probably show like super old stuff, like 6 months old videos. So he's not even the same person. DF says, how much does Brian weigh? Like 420? Yeah. I think he said he was 410 when I was out there, I believe. Production might not have been tight, but they effed up the axle weights. Oh, did they? King Table USA in which city? I don't know. There's been a lot of deliberation. I am not sure. I know they've at some point expressed interest in having it on the West Coast, but who knows? Wake Up says, Derek, you feel you can get stronger if you had a bit more dedicated. If you get a bit more dedicated in terms of nutrition and weight/steroids. Can I get stronger if I get more dedicated and take nutrition more serious and weights and steroids? Of course I would get stronger. Yeah, 100%. Jeffrey Toll says, who has a better training gym? Would it be Michael Todd with the Monster Factory or Devin Larry and his basement? Oh, there we go. Definitely Michael Todd. 100%. Not even close. Now, Devin has the bare necessities of what he needs to move forward. Michael Todd has everything Devin has, but a ton more. So, yeah, definitely Michael has the superior gym, 100%. He has everything Devin, so Devin can do everything he does at Michael Todd's gym and then do a lot more. Michael Todd couldn't do everything he does at Devin's place. Is Brian taking arm wrestling serious? Yes, as far as I know. Omer, he's from Turkey. Omer Kozakoglu. I'd have to look that up. I don't know who that is. I didn't watch WAF too closely this year. Not gonna lie to you guys. I've been dealing with some stuff. All right, haven't really been watching too much arm wrestling. Garrett says, doing things all natural with no creatine, whey, extra protein, etc. Can I actually expect to gain muscle even if I lift consistently? Of course, dude. You could just the best way, honestly, to do things in the healthiest way would be to do things and get it all in your diet, right? Like there's creatine and obviously protein and things like that in red meat. There's if you were super on point with your diet, you wouldn't really need any supplements at all. So yes, you can definitely make solid gains just eating, taking care of your body, eating and having drinking the right amount of water and all the things like that, and all your vegetables and all that. 100%. It's just for us normal human beings who don't have fish every 2 days with lean steak and the proper eating perfect all the time. We need supplements. DF says drink heavy whipped cream. It's better than that stuff for muscle mass. Heavy whipped cream in your cinnamon toast crunch. #gains. Spacey says, what do you mean by extra protein though? Did I say extra protein? What are you talking about them? Steak and eggs too. Put canned sardines in your ramen. Okay, you guys are getting crazy. All right, guys. Well, I think kind of answered all questions. It's 5:25. I remember I don't like taking your guys' time unnecessarily if we don't have a topic or something to talk about or something to keep it exciting. I'm going to head to the gym, right? I'm I'm going to crush it. I'm going to film it again. And we're going to come back next week. I appreciate all you guys' love, all you guys' dedication. We're going to hit new highs. We're going to hit new highs. I'm telling you right now, you guys, this is a one-track train to reaching new heights. And I'm very excited about this. A lot of haters to prove wrong. A lot of thoughts to prove right. And hopes. And I'm excited. Excited things to come. I really want to show people, especially, I don't know why the one comment that I saw the most that always bothered me. Like I would see this comment every so often that Derek has bad genetics. It's so annoying. Derek just doesn't have the genetics. No, what? The bad genetics I have are in here, if anything, but not in my physical abilities. Crazy. People say, because that's like limiting. I think the reason that bothers me so much when people say that is because genetics is something that you can't really change. Right? You can't really change or alter your genetics. You kind of got what you got. And I believe I have very good genetics. I think I have fantastic genetics. The thing that's always kept me back or made me not do my best or be the best version of myself is me. 100% up here. 100%. And I acknowledge that, but that can change. I can fix that. When they say genetics, it sounds like something I can't fix and like something I'll never be, which I don't believe at all. And so part of me, when people say that, really wants to prove or show them how stupid they are, and how wrong they are. So what's the sets for tonight? Last Wednesday of the month, get a cap. Today is going to be palm up biceps. We're going to start up with some palm facing me lat pull downs, and then we'll move to I want to do some heavy partials, probably on the new bicep curl machine they have at the gym, the plate loaded one. I'm going to mess that in there. I haven't touched it yet. And then we'll do some what was the health lift I didn't? Oh, then elbow back bicep curls to hit target the other bicep head, and then we'll do probably some full range stuff. Yeah, and then we're gonna do some pronation and some rising, and I'll go on the table and I want to do some supination lifts as well. Yeah, that sounds fun. All that sounds good. That's what I'm gonna do today. So excited! I'll be posting all that stuff for you guys, though. Yeah, you guys. Seeing everybody say steak and eggs. Thank you for your time and for the live. It says Garrett, no problem. Derek said genetic gigachads is spacey. The mind is the strongest muscle. William Joe says, in the future, genetic engineering will be widespread. People will change their genetics. Okay. Right. All right. Love you guys. DF, please share the link to the AW Switch again. I appreciate that, and or my link tree so everybody can find the sponsors that help me out, you guys. And the discount code is AWDerek. Save yourself a little bit of money on all the things. If you guys aren't subscribed to this channel and you're watching this, please think about subscribing. I would appreciate it. Veronica Knight with the $20 super chat. This is road to number 1. We believe it. Alpha Life. Veronica, that gets you the opportunity to hang out with Mr. Engen Fernsey. I know you would have rather hung out with Chafe. But, sorry. Ron, with the $20 super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. Emma wanted to come say hello to you guys. I forgot. Before I sign off, you guys. Em, come say hi. Here she comes. She's a 7th grader now, by the way, guys. So she's like way older now. Nita.
Hi.
Camera's right there. That's where you look. Yeah,
hi. But then you have to look at the chat.
Yeah, Emma wanted to say hi, guys. Just, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hand check. It's getting there. It's getting there, guys. I'm telling you. Remember, I'm 6'8". She's like, how tall are you now? When's the last time you measured? 5'7"? 5'7", 12 years old? Just saying. Tell her to calm down, says Drew. Does she pull? I've had her arm wrestling with me since she was a baby, so she naturally understands how to arm wrestle. Hey, beautiful. Going to training at the gym too tonight? She went with me last night. Are you going with me tonight? Read any books this summer, says Dave Anderson. That's Dave that was asked about your math. I know, Dave. I know. 7th grader in the house is Armenian arm wrestler. So I'm saying. Steve says, what's a good way to lose? Oh, wait, he's asking me. She's my height, and I'm 31. LOL. Damn, says Morkish. She'll be super tall. Her hands are probably bigger than mine, says Spacey. Probably. When she doesn't practice, her hands are bigger than a lot of the guys, full-grown men at my practice. So, all right, guys. Dave called you a slacker. You got to get on it.
I do homework.
She does homework. So this year is her first year having multiple classes, though, right? Instead of just one teacher, she has multiple teachers for each different subject. So that's something new. Something new. Anyway. All right. Okay.
So there's 40 people watching you right now?
Right now there's 40 people. Yep.
40 people.
Hi. So I know I gotta get on the Harry Potter books. I read all the Harry Potter books. I need to the Tolkien books I never really got into. I tried, but I don't know, I didn't get all the way in. But I read all the Sookie Stackhouse novels from the True Blood show. I read all those books. There's a few different series I read. But anyway, all right, wait, there was one training question in here real quick. Let me answer that and then I'm out of here. Steve, what's a good way to lose weight for a tournament but keep the strength and not feel like poop? Do it slowly. Don't try to do it all the night before. Slowly. Try to be healthy and slowly maintain that weight. That's the best way to do it without losing strength before a tournament. Now, I will say, though, you're asking a super heavyweight who's never cut weight in his life for an arm wrestling match, but everybody around me does, and I talk to them all the time, and it seems like the guys that do the best are the guys that are naturally pretty close to their weight class, and so it's not much of a cut. If you're putting yourself in a situation where you have to do an insane cut, then, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of strength. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to head off next Wednesday. Be here. Sunday is going to be a crazy practice. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll live stream it. It's going to be at the mountains, though. I don't know how good my connection is going to be. If you guys are in Southern California, you are welcome to come up to practice on Sunday. It's going to be at Lake Gregory. It's going to be massive. I probably have like 100-plus arm wrestlers up there, a bunch of easy ups and food and all the things and all the tables. So if you want to come to Lake Gregory, that's where we're going to be, noon to 5 on Sunday. And I would love for somebody I have not met who watches this show to come up to practice. And I promise I will spend some time on the table with you and we will work on some stuff. But like I said, man, thank you so much for all your support, guys. Thank you for watching this. Please share the videos and stuff and encourage people to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a solid push, more videos, more social media coming. I want to help bring you guys into this whole training approach for me. One of the big keys for this next video series is going to be what's it called? Not vulnerable, but yes, vulnerable, I guess, but that's not the word I was thinking about. Transparent. Transparency on, and not try to not show you guys how much weights I'm lifting and not tell you guys what I'm doing or what I'm eating, but just being very transparent and truthful and showing you guys what I'm doing to try to get back to my previous highest strength level and surpass that by a good amount. I want to be very transparent and open with you guys about it. That's why I think it's gonna be really fun about this. I don't really care about lying or trying to look cooler than I am or stronger than I am. I just want you guys to be with me on a sincere journey and with all full transparency. And so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, love you to death. Talk to you guys later. Take care of each other. Be great. 2 heads are better than 1. Love arm wrestling. All that. See you later.